Hello, welcome. In this video, I'm going to explain two sentences using the red Kellogg diagram. But what is the red Kellogg diagram? The red Kellogg diagram provides a somewhat useful presentation of the relationships between sentences. And having known that, we are going to continue with analyzing the sentence. In this case, we have the first sentence: the bus stopped at a restaurant near the library and the passengers got on. In this case, we have a compound sentence. Why? Because it is divided by a coordinate conjunction and. To analyze this compound sentence, we have to analyze first the first independent clause. That is, the bus stopped at the restaurant near the library. To do that, we are going to draw a large horizontal line, then identify the subject. In this case, the subject is the bus, and write the noun of the subject. In this case is bus, and we have the article. In this case, the article is a modifier. In this case, we have to write a slanting line beneath the noun bus. Then we have to divide with a vertical line to write the verb. In this case, the verb is stopped. And then, because we don't have a direct object, indirect object, or subject complement, and we have the prepositional phrase, two prepositional phrases. To analyze these prepositional phrases, we have to write a slanting line in which we have to write the preposition and then the noun on the prepositional phrase. In this case is restaurant. And then the modifier of the noun of the prepositional phrase, that is the. Then we have another prepositional phrase. In this case, it has an adverb. A verb is also a modifier. Then we have to use the slanting line. We have to write near in a slanting line, then the noun of the prepositional phrase, that is library, and then the modifier, that is in a slanting line, the. Then we have to analyze the second independent clause. In this case, we have to do the same as we did with the principal sentence. In this case, we analyze the subject, that is passengers, then the modifiers, in this case in an article, the, in a slanting line, then divide it with a vertical line, and then write the verb. In this case is a phrasal verb. But how do we join these two sentences with a coordinate conjunction? In this case, we have to draw a broken line, a vertical broken line. In this case, then a short horizontal line to write the coordinate conjunction and then another broken line. And in this way is the first sentence. Now we continue with the second sentence. In this case is a compound complex sentence. Why? Because we have an dependent clause, an independent clause, and another independent clause, but divided by a coordinate conjunction. In this case, we are going to start with the first independent clause. In this case is the purple shirt had been sold. In this case, as we did with the other sentence, we have to identify the subject. In this case, we have the purple shirt. We have, in this case, the noun is shirt. We write the shirt. But first, we have to draw the large horizontal line, then write shirt, and then the modifier. In this case, we have two modifiers: the article the and the adjective purple in a slanting line. Then we have to write a vertical line, and then we are going to continue with the verb. In this case, it's a past participle in passive form. Had been sold. Then we have to continue with the another independent clause. In this case, the independent clause is I bought the blue one. In this case, we do what we did with the previous sentence. We write a horizontal line, a large horizontal line, then identify the verb, the subject. In this case, is a pronoun I. Then we divide with a vertical line and write the verb of the sentence. In this case, is both. And then we have a direct object. To identify, to analyze a direct object, we have to write a short vertical line. And then to identify the noun of the direct object, in this case, one. Then the modifiers. In this case, we have in a slanting line, we have the article the and the adjective in a slanting line, blue. Then to join these two sentences, we have to do what we did with the first sentence. In this case, we write a vertical broken line here. Then we write a horizontal line, and then another broken line, vertical line, and write the coordinating conjunction so. And then we have to, at the end, we have to analyze the dependent clause. In this case, the dependent clause is when I returned to the store. In this case, we have to analyze the sentence. We have the subject, in this case is a pronoun I, then separate with a vertical line, and then identify the verb, that is, return. Then we have a prepositional phrase. As we know, the prepositional phrase, we have to write in a slanting line the preposition to, then the noun of the prepositional phrase, in this case is a store, and then the modifier, in a slanting line, in this case, the. What do we join this dependent clause? To do that, we have to write a broken slanting line, in this case, and then write the subordinating conjunction word, when. Well, this is the end of the two sentences that we analyzed. Thank you for your attention. Blessings.